everyone. I'm outside today enjoying this beautiful weather, and I thought that I would record myself doing some painting. I got the message from Spirit to paint a picture on this solar eclipse day. Lots of energy moving, Aries, new moon, spring is here, and there's a lot of new inspirations coming about. So I got everything ready. I got my easel going, dusted it off, and instead of paint, I'm going to use oil pastels. And I was thinking, I just keep hearing Ring of Fire. And I think that's what we're going to do today. We'll just chat and do some painting. So I'm Raven, and I wanted to make this video of me getting out of my comfort zone, just hitting that record button and showing the world all about me. I am a shaman, and I'm an Akashic Records reader, and I sometimes have a hard time finding inspiration for my paintings. So what I like to do is to drop into a little bit of a meditation, do some breathing, and create something from there. Usually nature is my inspiration, but today I think we're gonna go wild. So what I try to do is paint what I see in my third eye. And sometimes I have trouble with that because of my confidence. I feel like it'll be good enough for me, but will it be good enough to show others? That's what I feel sometimes. And maybe you all feel that same way too. Just trying to get out there and show yourself to the world. I think I'm going to start off with white. I'll do the best I can freehand, right? It's all about confidence. And it's all about living from your true self, your authenticity. Where does that come from? Where does authenticity come from? What does that look like to you? I ask myself that a lot. Let's go in with some orange. What I think I'm gonna do is just go with the Ring of Fire, and that's all I'm going to paint on here. The eclipse. I think my authenticity comes from my passions to help people, my passions to live a fulfilled life in all of the abundance that is my birthright, and just trying to stay aligned to that. What does that look like for me? What does that look like for you? What it looks like for me is a lot of self-care. A lot. In fact, I didn't even start the day before I got all of my self-care done. And then by the time I got my self-care done, I was like, should I even really do this? I really don't want to, in all honesty. Let's go in with some orange. orange, the color of creativity, the sacral chakra. I know when I first started out in my spiritual journey, I was definitely brought to the sacral chakra imbalance that I was going through. And my whole creativity, my whole soul was being crushed by the judgments I had on myself. Actually, before my spiritual awakening, I thought I was being judged by others a lot more. But it was truly being judgmental of myself. And that halted everything in my life. It halted how I seen the world, how I felt about the world. And I really needed a perspective change. The sacral chakra is also our sexuality chakra too. And so me not connecting with myself made it hard to connect with anyone else. So I had some big evaluations that I needed to do. Big. Because the relationships in my life were just not healthy. I wasn't healthy, so everything reflected that. I wasn't healthy in my job. I wasn't healthy. I didn't feel like a healthy mother. The funny thing about doing art now that I'm an adult is that when I got in high school, I failed every single one of my art classes. And I thought about that for a while. I didn't understand why the teacher would critique me so much on my art. She wanted perfection, and I understand that. Maybe I wanted perfection, and it wasn't being reflected in my artwork. Here we are going in with some more white here. I'm gonna blend all this together a little bit after I get done. I love that about oil pastels. I love being able to blend the colors together. We got the colors of the bottom three chakras here right now, and I wanted to say about that is that's what keeps us connected to the earth. Our root, our sacral, and our solar. It helps us be human. These are all the human qualities that we possess. This is what gives us that soul mission. Where in your life do you need to be more grounded? Where in your life do you need more creativity? And do you have the will to do that? I'm going to do some yellow on the outside. We'll blend it all in. Just a simple drawing today. The Ring of Fire always makes me think of the Johnny Cash song. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down. And when we can understand those lower three chakras and how they work and how important it is to have them in alignment, it helps us open up our heart. Mainly, I feel like it opens up our heart to just yourself, to love yourself, to understand people better. And then after that, it's your throat chakra. Then you start to speak your authenticity. You know who you are because you are grounded in your being. You're grounded in your body. You are tuned. You're listening to your body, giving it what it needs. So I'm just going to go in here and blend all these together. My finger, maybe the side of my finger. When I was young and I was thinking about who I wanted to be when I grow up, like all youngsters do, I was the best at singing and dancing and in art. And I knew that in my soul because the way I felt when I did art, singing, dancing. It felt so good. It felt freeing. On the other hand, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make a living doing that. I felt that too. And so being in poverty and just wanting to succeed because I thought success was money, and it is. I started to learn about medicine. I started studying the body. And that became my passion, and I said, well, I'm gonna be a nurse because you will always need someone to take care of you. You will always need to eat, and people will need that. And so I realized that over the years that I started just intuitively realizing that I was helping people. and I was giving them a better quality of life just with my words. When I became spiritual and I studied shamanism and learned about meditation in the trance state, that helped me open my world to other ways of healing. And I live for those aha moments. I truly live for those surprised by spirit moments. And I help others do that too. They come to me and they want to find their purpose. And I thank God every day that He chose me to help people do that. How does it look? I fell into a burning ring of fire. I feel like it needs more. The world is so alive today. I just seen a little baby monarch butterfly. Robins are everywhere. The trees have little buds on them. And it really just symbolizes all the life after death. So, if you ever question or wonder what your purpose here is on earth, you are the one of very few that will most likely set out on that journey. And it may not be all sunshine and rainbows for you. We're all just learning our lessons and walking each other home to that sacred space in your heart. Thank you all for being with me here, watching me do paint, do my oil pastels. And there'll be more to come. Get out of your comfort zone today. Aries new moon, inspiration, motivation. It's all here. All the energy is here waiting for you to grab it. Much love, everyone.